Y'all, I bought some things and some stuff, and yeah, I need to share them with you guys. So let's do that. I am quite ashamed of myself, honestly, truly, because I thought I had gotten to the point where I wasn't interested in a lot of makeup. I didn't want to pick up too many things because my collection's overwhelming. I've done a declutter. Like, I'm doing the thing, right? And then I saw some new releases, and lo and behold, I have a haul for you guys today. So hey there guys, it's Tina and I am back, and this is a haul video, if that wasn't clear enough by now. So I want to talk about some new products that I picked up. I do have a get ready with me coming up with some of these products incorporated, and I think I should be able to film another get ready with me because there's some more things that I want to try out with you guys. So stay tuned, those videos are coming up, and I know that for sure because it's already edited and uploaded. But I wanted to share a haul with the products first so you can see swatches up close and personal, and then we'll try them on and I'll give you my thoughts in the Get Ready With Me video. Right? Sounds good? All right, let's get into it. So I have, oh, wait a minute. I have a little basket here, and by little I mean, you know, it's a heavy little basket, but we're gonna go through this as quickly as possible. Like I said, my reviews and thoughts are gonna come in those Get Ready With Me videos, and then if you guys request like a dedicated video or a review, then I can always do those as well. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see featured? And that's also another reason why I do these videos, is to show you the things that I picked up. So if you're interested in seeing a more in-depth review, or you want to hear more details after I've tried them out, then you can also let me know. So let's stop yapping and just jump right into it. I have skincare to share with you guys because I'm getting back into skincare. My skin has been going through it, and I just wanted to treat myself to some like luscious, really hydrating products. So I picked up moisturizers. Let's start out with this one here. So this is from Estee Lauder. It's their Nutritious line. It's the Airy Lotion, and it's meant to help minimize pores, add hydration, and also add a glow to the skin. It's infused with sweet kelp, red algae ferment, and coconut water ferment, and it's recommended for normal, combo, and oily skin. So this is not for dry skin. Keep that in mind. It's an airy lotion. It's very lightweight, and if you know me, then you know I love a lightweight moisturizer. I have oily skin, oily combo, but leaning more oily, and especially now my nose, my T-zone, super oily. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's perfect for me. It's not necessarily a gel cream, it's an airy lotion. And when you hear that, you're like, what does that mean? It really is like an airy lotion. It's very lightweight, very thin. Smells, I wouldn't say it smells heavily fragrance. You know those department store brands, the Lancomes, the Estee Lauders, that kind of fragrance, even Clinique. It has a slight fragrance, but really have been loving that. That I love. I also, since I tried that out, I saw they had this Nutritious Melt-In Soft Cream Mask, also for pores, hydration, and glow. So this one is a pillowy cream mask that melts into skin, is comfortable, has a cushy feel. It calms, renews, and strengthens. It's quenching, soothing hydration, and skin thrives with now awakened vitality. Okay, all right. So this can be used as a heavier moisturizer or a overnight mask, and I love that. Again, recommended for normal, oily, and combo skin, suitable for acne-prone skin as well. It's non-pore clogging, doesn't cause breakouts, which I need because I've also been breaking out. So it's like, This line seems to be right up my alley. The whole sales pitch behind the Nutritious line is if your skin is grumpy, dull, and irritable, you're holding the right product. Nutritious. Ingeniously calibrated, nutrient-rich formulas featuring naturally derived ingredients, skincare that will help your skin flourish and flaunt its natural vibrancy. It's as simple as that. And this one is a little bit heavier, but it's not too heavy. It doesn't feel greasy. And so far, I've been loving these two products. I've been loving this line. And I don't really go to Estee Lauder for skincare, but somehow this pulled me in, and I'm happy it did. So, yeah, moisturizers there. I have more. I know. So here's the thing. Like I said, my skin's doing the stuff, right? So I picked up this one from MAC. This was on sale. They had, was it 30%? There were some different sales that were going on where I could get a discount. So that's why I picked up all these things. So this is the Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. It's a moisturizing cream that's formulated with Pro 4 Power Infusion Matrix, this Japanese peony extract, plus niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, plus ceramides. And my skin enjoys niacinamide, and I think it just works well on my skin. And so I said, let me try this out. It's on sale. And I have a couple of MAC items that I was actually in store for, and I ran into this and I was like, all right, let me try this out too. And MAC does have decent skincare. This one smells a little bit more flowery. I would say almost a little perfumey, but it's not heavy. It's just, I think it's the peony extract that's giving it that fragrance. Let me look at the ingredients. Hold on. No, there is actual added fragrance, linalool and limonene. So yeah, but there's also like sunflower seed oil. They have coconut oil, jojoba seed oil, avocado oil, glycerin. There are a ton of oils in here. Caffeine. All right, so there's like a mixy going on with this one. And again, I felt it in store, felt really nice. And I want to have options. I don't like my skincare to be routine. I know they have a skincare routine. I don't like a routine in that I'm using the same product all the time. I like to mix it up. I like to try different things. I don't know. I just go with the vibe of the day. And so I like having options. Speaking of options, I also picked up this Barrier Build Skin Protecting Cream from Ilia. All right, this one is hydrating, comforting, strengthening. It has colloidal oatmeal plus a ceramide complex. This one is new, and when it popped up and I saw colloidal oatmeal, I was automatically intrigued because that ingredient actually does really great things for my skin. So I was automatically all about it. It is, oh my goodness, don't fall. Oh, you messed up my clothes. But colloidal oatmeal is very soothing, very healing, and sometimes my skin needs a little extra TLC. So I figured this one could be that treatment for me, and I could wear it overnight like an overnight mask, or use it just during the day when my skin really needs some barrier protection. I don't have a problem with my skin. Like, my skin isn't dehydrated or being crazy, but sometimes I still feel like I want some extra TLC. So this Ilia product, this is amazing. I really love this as well. Now, like I said, MAC. I was at MAC, right? So I picked up the Studio Fix Mattifying 12-hour Shine Control Primer. Now, MAC is like the OG brand for me, right? If you know old school YouTube, then you know MAC was everything back in the day. Every video had a MAC product in it. Your foundation of choice was going to be MAC Studio Fix. Like, no one used any other foundation. You were going to use MAC eyeshadows, MAC mascaras, MAC foundation, MAC powder. Like, MAC was that girl, right? And MAC is still that girl, but it's not as popular as more brands come out. You know, MAC got pushed to the wayside, but I think they are slowly easing their way in with Gen Zers and even Gen Alpha, because they've had some fun products come out lately, but they've always been that girl. And I used to love their mattifying primer. So when I saw this, also got it on sale, I was like, oh yeah, I used to love that mattifying product. I used to love their block powder too, but they had this mattifying primer that really worked well on my oily skin. And like I said, my T-zone, my nose especially, has been, oh my God, it's just been a task and a half keeping my nose from shining all day. And I will say right now, this actually works really well. I think they've improved the formula. It is a little bit more elegant, but it still is great at controlling oil. What was it that they had? The oil control lotion, right? Love that thing. And now I have this new shine control product that I think works really, really well. Those are all my moisturizers, I'm hoping, and primers and all that. Let's get into the makeup, because you're probably like, where's the makeup, girl? That's what we're here for. Let's talk about it. So, speaking of Victoria Beckham, let's stay with Victoria Beckham. I did go ahead and pick up 2 of the older palettes that they had. They recently did a relaunch, repackaging, like redid the whole eyeshadow line. So the original eyeshadow palettes that they had were called the Eye Bricks, right? So I picked up these 2 during the holiday season. Like I said, they were like 25% off, and I think that was because they were discontinuing them, honestly. So these are the smoky eye bricks. I got Tweed and Tuxedo. These are, you know, they're little quads. They're 4-pan eyeshadow palettes. This is the Tuxedo one, which is the gray taupey palette. And it's 3 mattes with 1 satiny matte that has a little bit of shimmer to it. But this is going to give you more of a cool tone, smoky eye. It's definitely cute. Definitely cute. They upgraded this design, so now we have separate lines between each of the eyeshadow pans. The previous one obviously is just a brick with the 4 colors. And I don't like that, right? Because it can get pretty messy. You have to be very deliberate with where you put your eyeshadow brush. But I think for the most part, you can get into each shade without cross mixing the shades, but you could still cross mix the shades. So this one is nice, and I like the formula, so they're worth checking out. They're pricey though, so you definitely have to be in that luxury space to really invest in these. This one is Tweed, which is the orangey one. It's a warmer tone palette. You have this deeper purple. This color story is actually pretty cute. Works with my skin tone. If I'm going for a warmer look, I think this works. Again, we have 2 true matte shades and then 2 that are more of like satins. They have a little bit of shimmer to them. And I like these palettes, you know. I like them better at the little price point that I got them out with, that 25% off. But they're cute, they're interesting. And then she did the relaunch, right? The repackaging, the reformulation, all the things. And I was so intrigued by the reformulation. I was like, I have to try this out. I have to try this out. There are 4 colorways available, but they're very pricey. There was a price bump of like $10. It's not inflation, it's like a real serious price bump, okay? So, this new packaging is refillable compact. So you get a compact and you get an insert. You can buy the insert separately for $50. The whole compact with the insert is $75. Keep that in mind. Now you're definitely gonna feel the luxury in these products. The palettes are very heavy, very weighty. As with all Victoria Beckham packaging, it's this beautiful, what do they call this? The tortoiseshell design? It's beautiful. I love the design. And this new palette, like I said, comes with a separate insert. And they actually come separately. So you get 2 different boxes with this. And then you assemble it yourself. It's thicker than the previous packaging, so they're not gonna fit. These eyeshadows were glued in. These are magnetized, and like I said, you can pop them in and out, use the refills, blah, blah, blah. And this packaging is also thicker, so it doesn't swap in and out, okay? If you're thinking that, it won't do it. But I picked up the colorway Victoria, which is the signature one. This one is the neutral lean-in palette. It's the most neutral. There's a green option, like a greeny olive, a blue, and then her smoky option. And none of those other color stories that really called to me, except maybe the blue one. But I don't think I'm gonna pick up any more. But I'll tell you right now, this is lovely. This I'm gonna use in an upcoming video. There are 3 mattes, but this is a very dark smoky palette. And I think that's just signature Victoria Beckham. She loves a smoky look. I mean, the eye bricks from yesteryear were called smoky eye bricks. So obviously smoky is her vibe. So this is not gonna be the best for really pale skin if you're looking for a really like natural daytime kind of quad, right? This is gonna be a smoky quad. And I'm okay with that. I really like that. Now, I will say, this shade, the shimmer in the palette, so there are 3 mattes. It's like a base tone shade. This actually works on my skin as like a blend-in transition shade, but it has more of a cool undertone. So it leans a little grayish. And then we have a dark, like espresso black that has more of a neutral lean into undertone. And then a warmer, like coffee brown. And then the shimmer is minky. This one is more of a taupe, like a silvery taupe. It has some shimmer and sparkle to it. It is more shimmery than the previous eye bricks that were more satin leaning. These have an actual shimmer in it. Now this shimmer in this palette is Mink Part 2. It's Mink 2.0. Mink, you're probably wondering what's Mink. So she has these lid lusters that are in little pots. I'm not gonna get up and pull it out, but I'm gonna show you in the swatches. So Mink comes in this little pot. It's like a little pressed pigment. Beautiful. She has beautiful shades in that line. They're sparkly, they're beautiful. This and Mink are close sisters, if not almost identical twins. Almost. Maybe fraternal. No, they're pretty much close to identical. They have a little bit of difference. Mink has a little bit lighter of a base, a little bit warmer of a base, and a little bit more sparkle and silvery sheen to it. This one is a little bit more subdued. It has a darker base, a slight, like really slightly darker base, and it's more neutral leaning, but it's Mink. It's really Mink. Mink is a little bit more amped up, but it's truly Mink. If you use it with a stiff shader brush or use it damp, you're gonna get the Mink effect. So if you already have Mink in your collection, you're gonna duplicate the shade, but I kind of really love this eye brick and I have no regrets picking that up. And I'm gonna stick with eyeshadows since, you know, we already started down that road. And we're gonna stick with luxury. Here's the thing, don't judge me, or judge me lightly. Judge me lightly. So I swatched this in store and I've kept away from these products for the longest. These are from Yves Saint Laurent, YSL. I've heard about these, I've watched like luxury channels and they talk about these little clutches and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not spending that kind of money on a quad. Like, who does that? Plus luxury eyeshadows, are they really that great? I've tried the ones from like Dior and Chanel and I'm like, I'm not really impressed, right? But I swatched this in store. This is the Couture Mini Clutch. They're high intensity pigments, long wear comfort, blah, 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 blah. So this one is number 710 Over Brun, which has warm browns and cool nudes. Huh? Warm browns and cool nudes. I mean, they're 4 shades, relax, like calm down. But I swatched this in store and when I tell you I was so impressed about how buttery they felt, how soft and delightful and silky, I was like, oh my god, get me over there. I apologize to YSL, I wasn't aware of your game, but now I am. And this, oh my god, I did such a beautiful look with this. There are a couple of finishes to this quad that I can't quite put my hand on. So we have a semi-matte version, which is more of like a satin, but it's kind of matte. It's like, you know, but that's the tan shade here. Then we have the two bottom shades that lean more satin, but it's like a glowy satin, really smooth again, but they translate as a matte. So it gives you still the deepening effect without being shiny, but they're just a little bit more silky than a matte. They're not dry at all. And then we have the shimmer shade, which is kind of a topper, but also not, because you can share it out and get a wash of color, but then you can apply it more intensely and get this beautiful shine. And I don't love sparkly shades. You see all these topper shades that brands are doing nowadays? I don't love those, but this one, I don't know how they did it, but it's like a sophisticated topper, right? And I just fell in love with it. So this was my first buy, and I applied it, loved it, and I loved it so much so that I picked up 2 more. I know, you're like, what? Yeah, I picked up 2 more. So I picked up number 300, which is Kasbah Spices. It's a warm nude brown, gold, and beige. So the packaging, oh my god, did we say anything about this? So they have this faux leather black kind of puffy lid, you know, with the YSL logo, and then the rest of it's gold. Cute, not heavy, it feels a little lightweight, but cute packaging. The mirror in the lid, and then the 4 eyeshadows and these little throwaway applicators. But I mean, it's cute. It's given YSL, it's cute, but it's not as heavy as like the Victoria Beckham palettes, right? So this one now is definitely a more daytime friendly palette. The shades are a little bit lighter here and a little bit more gold leaning. We have 3 more matte looking shades here now. Again, the mattes aren't true like mattes, right? They're like a little satiny matte. And this works beautifully on my skin tone. And then the shimmer shade is a little bit more gold leaning, but it's like golden champagne. Really beautiful. Love this one again. It is more, you know, daytime friendly. And I just absolutely love it. And then the next one up, because I couldn't get enough, right? I went ahead and grabbed number 100, Stora Dolls. I went back and forth with this one because it's not truly the most pigmented one. This one has a cool nude beige, taupes, and a chocolate. Now this one is a very subtle palette. It's gonna give you more of a cool tone look, but it's a little bit more tame, especially for my skin tone. Lighter skin, you're gonna get, you know, a little richer color, of course, but I love a neutral eye. I love an everyday neutral eye, and this is just beautiful. The shimmer is more of a shimmery taupe, and I really like this, but this one is the least impressive. I love all 3, and I'm happy to have all 3. Again, neutral palettes. I love a neutral palette, and I find myself leaning more into, I don't know, into quads and smaller little palettes, quints. I am just not in love with the big palettes anymore, because if I'm going to travel, or if I'm just sitting at my desk and getting ready, I want something quick and easy, not too fussy. And so I've just fallen in love with quads, and that's the story I'm sticking to. All right, the newest foundation to my repertoire is from Makeup Forever. I am not really getting too many foundations. I lied. All right, I just told a lie. So tell me this, right? Leave it in the comments. I have older products that I picked up last year during my hiatus. I picked up some of the foundations that launched last year, and I was thinking I could do a haul with the older products. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing, because I don't want to waste your time. But this way, again, you can see, oh God, that fell. You can see the products that I picked up and let me know which ones you want to hear my thoughts on, right? So if any of the older products kind of stand out and you want me to test them out for you, then you can let me know. But I'm thinking of still doing that haul with the older products. Is that something that interests you? Let me know. But going back to the newest addition to my foundation lineup, I have decided to limit the foundations that I'm trying out, skin tints, all that. I'm limiting that because I don't need any more. Like, I want to use the ones that I have, and I'm gonna make more of a concerted effort to use the products that I have. And that's kind of why I'm doing these hauls as well, to like show you the products and then use them. Okay, so all that yapping to say, I picked up the new Makeup Forever Super Boost Perfecting Moisture Boosting Skin Tint. Whew. So this I picked up because of Tish. Tish, you did this to me. So Tish left a comment on my shopping vlog video that I did. If I remember, I'll link it. So she said that she picked this up and she really liked it. A lot of brands are doing skin tints. Skin tints, skin tints, skin tints, like left and right. And I do love a skin tint because it's more lightweight, easy to wear, pop it on, no muss, no fuss, right? And I feel like that's more my everyday now. So she said she tried it, and we have similar tastes when it comes to complexion products. So I was like, okay, Tish, I'm gonna trust you. So I grabbed this and I picked up the shade number 10. I'm wearing it right now. You probably are noticing there's a shade discrepancy between my neck and my face right now. I am pregnant and my skin darkened on my neck. My neck is darker, my boobs, my underarms, everything there is darker, but my face remained the same. So I still wear the same foundation shade, but now my neck is gonna look darker. I'm navigating that, and I'm not gonna buy foundations that are darker to match my neck because this is gonna fade shortly. So I picked up shade 10. All that to say, I could also use shade 9. I swatched that in store. Shade 10 is for deep tan skin with neutral undertones, and it for sure matches my skin. 9 is for deep tan skin with golden undertones. That kind of still works as well, like I said, but I feel like neutral is just more my vibe. And this I want to use in an upcoming Get Ready With Me video so I can give you more thoughts because I'm still testing it out. So you will see this guy coming up. I also picked up the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. This is the Stay In Place Concealer. They did a reformulation and I had a coupon from Ulta. So I went in and picked this up. So this is shade 5N. And I think what I'm going to do is pair this with the Makeup Forever foundation in a Get Ready With Me video. Let me know what you want to see. You know what? Let me know if that makes sense, because that I feel like I can test out. And Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, again, that was one of the OG foundations that people loved. Full coverage, the whole 9 yards. When I saw the concealer, I was like, all right, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. So I picked that up as well. And then I'm gonna skip back to luxury a little bit. So I picked up, because of Tom again, Hot Mess Tom says the Surat, what is it called? The Dewdrop Foundation is their favorite foundation of all time. They've decanted it. They don't like the packaging, but they picked this up. Oh, I didn't even tell you about the Makeup for... No, I'm not gonna get into it because I can speak about that during the Get Ready With Me video. But this one has a button at the bottom. The Makeup Forever one has kind of a squeeze bottom as well, but it's like an accordion, so it's easier to squeeze. This one's a little bit harder because you kind of gotta... My thumb works for this though. Sorry to you guys that don't have this bendy kind of thumb. I know you're probably freaking out like that looks crazy, Tina. You're crazy. It's hereditary, by the way, but my thumb bends all the way back. Yeah. You with the simple thumbs that are straight, sorry about it, but my thumb actually works to press this. All that to say. But this has a dropper thing. I picked up shade 13 because Tom said they loved it and I got a sale discount during the holiday season, so I picked it up, and I haven't really tested it out, but it's a lightweight dewy foundation. It's a luxury foundation. The shade range sucks, but Tom loves it. Tom loves dewy foundations but has oily skin. Don't ask me why, but I was influenced and I picked this up, and I also want to test this out more. I haven't tested it out too much. So let me know if you want me to do like a luxury video. Oh my God, can you imagine Tina doing luxury? Stop it. Another concealer. So let's talk about this one. I picked up the Victoria Beckham one as well because, again, Tom influenced me. So this is the concealer pen. It's a luminous coverage with TFC8, which I think is just a skincare ingredient that's signature to Augustinus Bader, which again, this is in collaboration with. So Victoria Beckham is incorporating the skincare ingredients into her, you know, her complexion products. Tom said this was their favorite concealer, and so I went ahead and grabbed it. I picked up shade MD1, medium deep 1. And I don't know. I gotta think about this one. So it has a brush tip applicator. The cap, does it screw on or? No, it snaps on. And then you pump the bottom and you get it out the brush. I hate this kind of packaging. I wasn't aware that it came in this type of packaging. I should have paid more attention. But this one, I don't know. That's why I said if you want me to do like a luxury, get ready with me with these luxury products. So I'd use the Surat with the Victoria Beckham, you know, do a thing, catch a vibe, because you know, as you do. But yeah, this one I picked it up on a whim because Tom said they loved it. And that's all the excuse that I needed, because apparently I'm a sucker. I am a sucker and I was feeling bad for myself. Do you hear my voice? I still have not gotten it back after being sick in January. I'm like still a little hoarse and I don't mind it, but it's a little deeper, a little rougher. All right, keeping with like concealer type products, this is newly launched. This is from Kosas. So Kosas did a thing. This is their Revealer Extra Bright Serum Powered Color Corrector. So these are not concealers per se. They are under eye brighteners and correctors. So they have peachy tones that will suit a variety of skin tones. So they have a couple of deeper shades for deeper skin. Use it to color correct, but also brighten. So it's gonna lift shadows under your eyes because that's what peachy tones do, right? They are opposite bluish purple shades on the color wheel, so they'll cancel that out. Here's the thing, my under eyes, sickeningly dark. I have not been getting enough sleep and it's just dark, okay? So when I saw that Kosas had these new brighteners, but like there were color correctors as well, I was like, tag me in, coach, I am ready. And I picked up two shades that are probably not the shades for me. And you're gonna see in the Get Ready With Me video, I'm gonna use these, right? So I've tried these out already. I'm not gonna give you my final verdict. So I picked up the shade Fantasy, which is peach for light, medium to medium deep skin tone. So I'm kind of medium deep, right? But there's a deeper shade, Alchemy, which is orange peach for medium deep to deep skin tones. That to me just read a little too dark. So I wanted the brightening effect as well. So that's why I went with Fantasy, which is like the second lightest peach shade. So just keep that in mind. That's the shade I picked up. There's also a rich, deeper shade, Supernatural, which is a red peach for deep to rich, deep skin tones. So there's a shade for richer, darker skin. Here's the one that I picked up, which is kind of crazy. So the pink, there's a pink. Pink is all the rage these days between powders, correctors, concealers. It's the whole thing, right? So this is Magic. It's pink for very light to light skin tones. I hear you, big dog, but I wanted to try it out because I was surprised by the Ube birthday cake powder from Huda Beauty. And so I was like, all right, let me see what's going on with this pink thing. Like, is pink a thing? You know, camouflage enough. So I picked this one up as well. So these two shades, again, you'll have to watch the Get Ready With Me video to see my thoughts, but I picked those up. You'll see that in an upcoming video. And I think that does it for the complexion type products. Now, let's talk about We did skincare. Oh, now we can talk about powders because I went ham sandwich on some powders. You thought the skincare was bad? Girl, the powder is worse. I went so crazy for powders. I don't know why, but I'm feeling it. Loose powders are about to take over this haul, okay? One, I was trying to test out different powders to see like the differences, right? All these different shades are coming out. All these different formulations are coming out. It's like every brand and their mama decided to release a loose powder. And I have oily skin, like I've said multiple times, right? And powder is my friend. I never go without powder, whether it's loose or pressed. I'm a powder girly. So I am the one that you want to test out these powders. If anybody has a say, it would be me, right? So I picked up all the powders. But let me talk about the closest one since we just spoke about the under eye brightener. Closest reached out to me and they're like, hey, what's your shipping address so we can send you this stuff? And I'm like, you're sending me stuff? What you sending me? What you sending me? They sent me the new loose powders. Now here's the kicker. I already purchased these, right? So I'm gonna return them. I don't care, okay? I will return a product, especially since it's not opened. I'm going to return them with a swiftness because they're expensive. They are pricey. But Kosas sent me 3 of these shades. So this is the new Kosas Cloud Set Loose Powder. And there are 4 shades available. It's a translucent setting and blurring powder. It's an ultra translucent 12-hour setting powder that blurs, brightens, and sweeps away shine, not glow. So it says it smooths pores and fine lines for an airbrush look. It's featherweight formula, effortlessly layers for baking, melts into skin. It's never cakey, powdery, or drying. Bamboo stem extract reduces excess oil. Talc-free, non-comedogenic, safe for sensitive skin, and clinically proven not to clog pores or cause breakouts. So like I said, I was intrigued and I picked this up. So they sent this cute little box, right? Open it up, there's like a little poofy things. And then I have 3 of the powders. So they sent me Translucent Candy, which is an ultra sheer pink. I told you I'm getting into all the pink powders. Translucent Buttery, which is an ultra sheer yellow. And Translucent Peachy, which is an ultra sheer peach. They also have a deeper shade, which is called Translucent Velvety, which is an ultra sheer mocha. So these are sheer powders. The packaging is really cute. Here is the Translucent Peachy, but I'm showing you on screen. So the Translucent Peachy, I'm wearing it right now. I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm going to do a get ready with me video. This matches my skin tone, so if you use me as a skin tone reference, then this would be the shade you would go for. Again, it's ultra sheer, so it doesn't add a bunch of color. It's very sheer, it's lightweight, so this will cover a range of skin tones, but this would be the shade I would choose for myself. The peach kind of threw me off because I'm like, peach? Because peach is going to be a little orange. I don't want all that. But it doesn't show up orange. So this one is good. I also have Buttery. I use this under my eyes. This is more yellow tone, but it's not... It's more beige. It's like a beige with a hint of yellow. It's not really yellow. You know, like banana powder yellow? No. So I don't see any yellow cast under my eyes. It's a little brightening and lifting, but I'm going to test these out. I'm especially curious about the pink powder because, like I said, pink is like a whole thing, and I'm intrigued. I am intrigued by pink. I hate pink, by the way. Not a pink fan. It's just never been my favorite thing. With that being said, the powders that I picked up, let's go over them. See if we can do that real fast. Newest one apart from the Kosas is the About Face. This is from Ulta now. The About Face Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder. I picked up shade Draped. This guy, I think they also have a pink. But this one, About Face at Ulta, it is like $21, I think. There are a couple of shades. About Face does something to me, okay? Again, I'm going to reserve judgment for Get Ready With Me videos. But it comes in the square packaging. Beautiful, 10 grams of product. There are multiple skin tone shades. I'm intrigued by this. I do love their foundation. I use their foundation. Do they have a concealer yet? Waiting for the concealer, but when I saw that they launched this powder, I was very intrigued. So picked this guy up. And I also picked up a pressed powder, so let me just talk about it quickly. This was new last year from Rare Beauty. It's a True to Myself tinted pressed finishing powder. I picked up shade Golden Tan. This is an airy, long-lasting pressed powder that instantly blurs, mattifies, and touches up makeup with light, flexible coverage that always looks like skin. I have not used this yet. Comes in this little compact. So the shade I picked up, did I tell you that already? Golden Tan. I haven't really used this powder yet. Have you guys tried this powder? It's one of my older purchases, but it was in this basket. So let's just talk about it now. Have you tried this powder? I haven't heard a lot about this powder. Is that because products are just launching back to back, so people don't have time to dwell? Or is this kind of a flop? Let me know, and let me know if you want me to use this in a get ready with me video. Again, an older launch, but it's from Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty, I feel like, has a price point that's a little bit more approachable for people. So I have this guy. I also picked up the One Size Ultra Pink powder. I told you, trying out all the powders. One Size added this to their range. Pink powder. Trying out all the pink powders. I love my One Size powders. They actually sent me the shade extension from last year as well. They sent me the peach powder, the banana powder. So I'm still gonna show you those shades in like a big powder, loose powder video, but I wanted to try out the pink. So I grabbed the pink one as well. And the ultimate pink powder is the Easy Bake powder from Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. The shade is Ube Birthday Cake. I don't know if this is limited edition or it's being added to the permanent line, because the Easy Bake powder already existed, right? And everybody, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people love it. But this pink one was the first time I tried this powder out. It's not purple. People say it's purple. Oh my God, it's a purple powder. No, it's like a lavender, if anything, or just like a richer pink. And I think this works really great on deeper skin tones. And that's why I was intrigued, because you see the other pink powders are light. They're meant for fair skin, lighter skin. And this one seemed like it worked. It's like the pink powder for deep skin. So I picked this guy up. I use it in a get ready with me video, so you can see it in action. But like I said, I'm gonna use these pink powders, compare them, and see like how they match up against each other. Is there really a difference? Because with these loose powders, they're sheer. Even this pink that you see, it's not really evident that it's pink. And people were trying to replicate it before it launched, because Huda did like, you know, this preemptive like sneak peek, and it looked like she was putting on purple powder, but it's not purple. It's not purple. It's just like a rich pink. It's a rich pink, honestly. But you'll see more of this. And then I also picked up one of the regular shades from them. I picked up the shade, this one is, why can't I pronounce this? Kunafa, which looks like it should be yellow. Ew. Oh my God. So this one is the skin tone shade. Have they changed the packaging? Yes. So the Ube Birthday Cake is in newer packaging, which is why I'm like, is it going to be limited edition, or are they changing all the packaging? But this is the skin tone shade. It's a little bit more yellow. And like I said, I'm doing like a full roundup of loose powder. So of course the Huda Beauty Easy Bake had to be a part of it. And the skin tone shade would have to be added in the lineup, not just the Ube powder, right? Because it's not fair. And a part of the powder lineup is also Laura Mercier, because Laura Mercier is known for her loose powder, her tinted moisturizer and the loose powder. So I picked up, I think I have the original loose powder, but I wanted to pick up the pink one because this is a new launch, you know. So I picked up the small size, the travel size. I don't need to get the large size of all these products. So this one is translucent loose setting powder, ultra blur tone up, because this is in the shade Rose, which is a light pink powder. Light pink. You know what these remind me of is Bare Minerals. Their loose powders, they had a pink one as well, like this shade of pink. So Bare Minerals, this is your chance. Step your pussy back up. Come back to the fray, okay? Let people know you were the original loose powder brand, okay? And I also picked this one up from Tarte. I know. Tarte actually makes good complexion products. Have they had their hiccups with their shade ranges? Absolutely. But I'm not going to front like Shape Tape wasn't that girl. I loved Shape Tape. As much as people dog Shape Tape and talk about how Shape Tape is so crepey and drying, I loved Shape Tape. I have oily skin. I love a matte finish. So Shape Tape was for me. I love Shape Tape. Say what you want to say about Shape Tape. She was that girl. And Tarte has done like different products since, you know, which are pretty decent. And this loose powder is their creaseless setting powder. I picked up the shade Honey. It's not as yellow. I'm glad that these brands have gotten away from like yellow powders. Banana powder, why you need it to be that yellow? That yellow cast looks so stupid. It's stark. It looks awful. But I picked up Honey, and this is so finely milled. This is like an ultra thin powder. And I barely hear anybody talking about this, but she's one to keep an eye on, to be honest. Keep your eye on that one. Faster, let's move faster. I think we can wrap up pretty quickly now. We have the new Soft Pinch Liquid Contour from Rare Beauty. Of course, this is one of the newer products. Come on, she's cute. So this is a liquid contour depending on the shade. It could be a bronzer or a bronzer, whatever. To me, a contour, a bronzer kind of achieve the same thing. I kind of utilize them in the same way. It's to add dimension and shape to my face. If I want to go for a more warm, glowy look, obviously I'm going to choose a shade that's more of a bronzer to add glow and warmth. And if I'm looking to chisel out anything, I'm going to go for a little bit more neutral lean-in shade, which has a little gray to it maybe. And I can use it to carve out like the hollows of my cheeks. But I feel like a bronzer that is chosen correctly in the right shade can do the same thing. Because these brands, they're really just like going with the wave. Whatever is trendy, they'll call their product that. Because a lot of the shades in this contour line or warmer, so that's not necessarily what you think of when you think contour, right? But this you're gonna see in the Get Ready With Me video. We're gonna try her out. I also have the new blushes from two new blushes from Urban Decay. This is the Face Bond Blush Suede Powder Blush. I think they discontinued their previous blush line, so they're adding products back to their line. What's Urban Decay doing? I don't know what they're doing, but I got two of the shades. I got Sunset and Vine and Slow Burn. One is more of a corally watermelon shade and one's more of a pinky rose. These are cute. I heard people talk about this packaging and saying that it looks cheap. I think it looks like Urban Decay. It's an acrylic, little compact, clear lid with a purple background. I think it's cute and it feels nice in the hand. It doesn't feel cheap to me. So these two new blushes, again, you'll see them in the Get Ready With Me video that is coming up. And then, what else do we have? What else do we have in here? Oh, let's talk about Lisa Eldridge really quickly. So Lisa Eldridge launched this new Pinpoint Concealer thing. Girl. So it's a pencil concealer in skin tone shades, and I picked up two of the shades. I'm going to speak more about this in the Get Ready With Me video, why I picked it up and what I'm using it for, because obviously I am not well, I shouldn't say obviously. I am not using this for pinpoint concealing. I think it's a silly little launch, But I'll talk more about it in the Get Ready With Me video, so you will see these as well. Just a heads up. And the two shades that I picked up are shade number 9 and 10, I believe. Yeah, 9 and 10. These are the closest shades to my skin tone. I think I did a good job of picking the shades. But Lisa makes it really easy. She matches it up with her skin tint. And her skin tint is one of my favorite products from last year. And the thing about it is, there are other concealers that are coming down the pipeline from her. She mentioned that, but this is just the first one that was ready. So I'm definitely going to try that out. And I also picked up 2 lip balms. They're 2 lip balms from her. I picked it up because I wanted the pencil case for free. I was going to buy the pencil case, but I was like, no, I want to get it for free. So there was a free gift with purchase over a certain limit. So I picked up 2 of the lip balms. These are, what are they called? The Balm Embrace Melting Lip Colors. They're not, yeah, they're lip balms. They're lip balms. So I picked up the shade Metamorphosis. No, Metropolis, yeah. Which is like a deeper taupey shade. They're sheer, so it's not going to be this rich dark color. It's still going to give you a little bit of darkness to the lips. And then I have Sweet Fig, which is more of my lip color. It's my lip color, but better. This is a really glowy balm. It's one of those melting balm products. So I picked that up. And then, since we're here, this is an older purchase, but I'll mention it since we're talking Lisa Eldridge. I have the, what are these called? I forget what these are called. These are the liquid eyeshadows. Oh, that's it? Liquid Silk Liquid Eyeshadows. So I picked up 3 of these shades. These are her liquid eyeshadows that launched last year. These are neutral shades. Picked up 3 of the shades, like I said. I picked up a really light shade, which is Phoebe. This is like a light taupe, though. It has more of a neutral undertone. I picked these up because they're easy for base eyeshadows. You can use them as like a one and done. Also picked up Irene, which is more of a pinky beige. Again, still a light color, but like more on the pinky side. And then the deeper shade I picked up is Gaia, which is like a warmer, yeah, like a warmer terracotta. So I wanted to try these out because Lisa made these sound really good. Like, they don't crease, they don't get crepey, they're not thick, they just give you a wash of color. And that's kind of true. That's kind of true. They're thin. You can use them as an eyeshadow base. You can use them as a wash of color over the lid. You can build up dimension with them. You know, just easy breezy eye shades. And even though they're liquid eyeshadows, they're not runny. They're more of a, like a whipped liquid. So those are older again, but picked them up back in the day. And I wanted to mention them since we're doing Lisa Eldridge. And then look at the little travel pencil case she had. She launched this with the concealers because, yeah, I always love picking up her bags. I always like getting them as a free gift with purchase. She had the velvet ones. I have most of the colors. I have the red velvet. There was a green one for holiday one season. I love them. They're great for travel. You can toss them in your bag. And so this pencil case is more of a faux leather. I was really intrigued, so I picked these up. I also picked up, I think the Fenty stuff. Oh my god, look at my little Fenty bag. So this was a gift with purchase. Bought my lip balms and lip liners last year from Ulta, and this bag came as a gift with purchase. But I'll get into the Fenty stuff in the older haul, if that makes sense to you guys. Let me know if you still want to see that. Those are like the lip balms, the lip liners, and the blushes. So I picked those up. And then to round it out, yeah, let's round it out, wrap it up with this. These are from MAC. So you remember I went over to the MAC side of Ulta, and what I really went over there for is the new neutral shades. They're relaunches of older shades to their lineup. Some of them, they converted like their lip liner shades to lip colors, and these are all neutrals. They have a satin version and a matte version. They're calling them the Maximal lipsticks. So we have the satin lipsticks and we have the what are these called? The silky mattes. So the Maximal line, which is cute. They're doing a little play on word. So we have the mattes, the satins, and I also picked up 2 of the Squirt Plump and Gloss Stick, which is their version of a melting balm. So for the mattes, ooh, how many shades? Ooh, girl. So we have Iconic Photo, which is a beautiful orangey brown. I should have done these in order, but I can't be bothered right now. We have Bear, which I think was a pencil. It may have been, but this is a richer chocolatey brown, and I love a rich chocolate brown. We have Folio, which is like a gray taupe. MAC is doing it with these shades, okay? This is a great like layering color because you can put it on the center of your lips and it's gonna give you that neutral vibe. Love it. Hodgepodge is one of their lip liners, now in a lipstick shade. This one is a satin though. This one is also like a neutral shade. It has a little bit more gray lean in undertones. Love her. Also Yash. Yash I think is a relaunch. I remember having Yash, but I don't remember it being this light, or maybe we were just used to lighter nudes back then, because what was that really light one that everybody used to wear? It was not suitable for all of us, but got Yash as well. And then the next shade is Stone. This one is definitely a gray tone shade. This was also a lip liner back in the day. I used to love this lip liner. It definitely leans gray though. I wonder what's going on. Is gray the new thing? Like gray nude lips a new vibe? I don't know. But pick those up. I wanted to do a swatch video. Does that make sense to do like a short with just lip swatches of those shades? Let me know. And then I saw this Viva Glam lip color. It's a shade Vitality. It's also a Maximilian matte. This one is definitely warmer though. This one is given terracotta, and I forget which shade. One of the shades in the line I swatched. Oh my god, it's a really popular shade too, and it looked too close to this one, and I preferred this one because I swatched the 2 out and I'm like, I prefer the Viva Glam one, so I picked that up instead. And then the 2 little gloss bombs that I picked up, gloss sticks, I got Simulation, which is more of a nudie shade. If you twist it up, you can't twist it back down. They're glossy and beautiful. I love these melting sticks. I know not everybody loves them, but I do. I just love them. And then the deeper shade I picked up is Lower Cut. So this is a richer shade. I always like to get a shade that's my lip tone and then maybe a richer one. But these are plumping, a little tingly. Hold on now. A little tingly, but yeah, I think we can wrap up with those. I think we're done here. We're done here. I went through all the products that I'm gonna use in an upcoming Get Ready With Me. Already filmed, uploaded, it's ready to go, but I wanted to get the haul up first. So you're gonna see this haul and then stay tuned because you're gonna see the Get Ready With Me video. Testing out quite a few of these products, and then I wanna do another Get Ready With Me where I test out some more products. So let me know which of these products you want to see. I think I'm definitely doing the Makeup Forever foundation, the new concealer from Estee Lauder. What powder do you want me to use? I'm gonna do a full powder video. Think I want to do a lip swatch video, but honestly, truly, I don't know how much I will get through filming because I'm about to give birth. Can you imagine? I have a week and a couple of days left. I know. Oh my god. I'll show you the belly bump right now, the baby bump, since it's at the end of the video. So who didn't want to hear about baby? Y'all can go now, but thank you so much for watching. I will leave a full list of the products mentioned and used down below in the description box. I didn't use them. Mentioned down below in the description box. So if you want to shop using my links, those are affiliate links. If there's an asterisk next to them, that means I'll get a small kickback from you using my links. It's a great way to support the channel because, you know, it doesn't change the sale price. It just gives me a sales commission. I also have YouTube shopping links that also gives me a little bit of a kickback. So if you wanted, again, to show your support, click those links. I'll also leave my P.O. box in case you wanted to send me something. And what else? I would say Twitter and Instagram, but who's on those anymore? Not me. Well, that's a lie. I'm on Twitter still, but it's nonsense over there. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me show you the bump, because we are officially 38 weeks. So 38 weeks and 2 days. Oops. Do you see her? Do you see how my underarm's dark? So here's the bump. Baby is coming soon. On my other channel, I link it over here. People are saying they can't find that channel. It's probably because I haven't uploaded to it really. So I will link it over here. But we'll do a little baby chat, I think. I will tell you the gender. And we'll do a little baby talk because why not? So, here we are. Here we are. Do you love this little dress too? I got it from Kohl's. It's like a little sweater dress. Has a hood and everything. I've just been wearing dresses, you know, because it's how I'm vibing. But there you have it. Oh, God. Nearly fell. That would not have been good. That would not have been good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you so much for your kind words and support. I absolutely appreciate it. So until my next video, which will be very soon, fingers crossed, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.